Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. Nearly 2,800 properties were in the dark today for more than 8 hours, from Silverthorne all the way down into Georgetown. The power went out around 2 this morning. It was back just before 11. Cause of that outage was damaged equipment, but Xcel Energy tells Krystal 93 there's more to it than that. Local power was on a wildfire setting. That means when a line is knocked down by wind or even a squirrel, power will not return automatically. It must be inspected and restored manually. Xcel says it most likely will happen again this summer. It's a relatively new way of stopping wildfires before they start from downed lines and equipment. Photos from yesterday's small wildfire near Green Mountain Reservoir show power lines nearby. Cause, though, it's still unknown. Firefighters were in the field today investigating and mopping up. Summit County is working with a Dillon Valley homeowner to plug up the smelly sewage seeping onto his property. That seepage got so bad late last week, it was declared a public health nuisance. Here's a visual aid for peak runoff. Go look at Lake Dillon and imagine it filling with more than 5,000 football fields of water, each one a foot deep. That's how much the lake has grown in the past 2 days, and it's not done. The reservoir is 91% full today. Denver Water expects it to reach capacity in the next 2 weeks. This week on the State of Summit, the Trails crew in Frisco is about to unveil the last piece of the Peninsula puzzle, Wonderland.
The end is in sight here. We're real excited about our newest trail that kind of pulls the room together out there.
That was Trails manager Pete Swenson.
It kind of makes my day when I talk to locals and visitors and they say, oh, I found a new loop out there.
Planning for Wonderland and every new trail on the peninsula started 6 years ago.
Peninsula is barely 2 miles long, and we wanted to have a trail network that would let people put together their own best loop.
Crews are working all season, as many days as they can, to dial that plan in.
Our trail supervisor, Don Muth, is usually in the Mini, and then we'll have a crew of 2 to 3 people behind him doing handwork.
The work, it's not done.
Because finish grade is really what makes our trails ride so great. It's that finish grade work that we do behind the machine.
Time for TLC on the OG trails.
Next thing we're going to get into is our old trails are now starting to ride a little old. Parts of Buzzsaw, they're a little raspy. Crossover, the lower part, can tune that up.
But you'll never hear Pete complaining.
It's always fun to finish a new trail, but it's funny now we're getting a lot of satisfaction out of doing the maintenance.
Opening day on Wonderland should be sometime next month. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. Town of Frisco is rocking the dock tomorrow for the town's first live concert of summer. Party gets started 4 p.m. tomorrow at Frisco Bay Marina with 2 live bands plus food and drink specials and boat rentals. This Friday in downtown Dillon, it's the first Dillon Farmers Market of summer. Remember, this year it's back at Dillon Town Park. Live music, free yoga, and over 100 local vendors, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Friday in downtown Dillon. Local fire danger remains low today in Summit, and still with no fire restrictions. And in local sports, leaving the start line soon at Tiger Dredge or mountain bikers for Race 2 of the Town Mountain Bike Series. Tune in tomorrow for results. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.